Hello again, my name's Gabe Zona. Well, many of us were fixated to our television sets and to the radios on this past weekend, wondering what was going to happen in Mesquite, Nevada. And as it turns out, we all saw and we all learned that the Bureau of Land Management backed off. They backed off at the Bundy Ranch. Now, you have to sort of ask yourself a question. Would they have done that if the militants weren't armed? More importantly, would they have done that if there weren't 4 armed militants for each Bureau of Land Management guard? I'm inclined to think not. If there's anything that dramatizes and highlights the need for the American people to hold on to their weapons, what happened in Mesquite, Nevada at the Bundy Ranch clearly proves absolutely. If there weren't 4-to-1 militants versus the Bureau of Land Management forces, what do you think would have happened? I mean, what do we see? We saw what the administration saw. One of the reasons I believe they had a no-fly zone over Mesquite, Nevada was they had drones flying up above, reporting back everything to the administration that was taking place on the ground. And what did we see? What did they see? Well, we saw armed militant snipers with their weapons trained onto the Bureau of Land Management members. That's why I believe they were ordered to stand down. It wasn't because they were in a malevolent mood and they didn't want to shoot the militia. It was because they knew that if a shot was fired, they'd probably all be killed. They outnumbered them 4-to-1. The militia had 4 weapons trained on the Bureau of Land Management individuals than they had in return. One of the comments that was made by the reporters was that, actually it wasn't by the reporter, it was by one of the militants. They said that they decided to move their women to the front. And if the Bureau of Land Management started shooting, they would be killing the women first. And they did that in the event that if that were to happen, the world would see what the federal government did to innocent, unarmed women. The whole thing is nuts, folks. But this isn't going to go away. This administration is not going to be humiliated by a group of militia. This administration learned a great deal that day. They learned that the American people only take so much, and then they'll strike back. That's what they learned. I think the next time there's a similar kind of confrontation, I don't think it'll turn out the way this one did. The next time, if there is one, which I suspect that there will be one, the federal government will be in full force. That's what I think. So what do you think?